Hi. If you've been following the news, you may be a bit unsure about what's happening with home prices and fear that maybe the worst is yet to come. Well, that's because some of the headlines are painting really an unnecessary and negative picture. Contrary to those headlines, home prices aren't in a free fall. And the latest data shows a very different and much more positive story. If we look at a year over year, home prices have stayed pretty positive. They've just appreciated at a much more slowly rate than they did during the pandemic. And really, to get a much more detailed idea of the market trends, you have to look at monthly data. Okay. Now, these graphs are use recent reports from three different sources that show that the worst home price declines are already behind us and prices are starting to tick back up. As you can see from the first half of 2022, home prices were climbing, but they peaked around June. July, they started to decline, but by roughly August, September, they began to stabilize. And as we look at the early part of 2023, the graphs show a recent rebound and momentum in prices and the value starting to tick up. Now, while 2 months doesn't make a trend, the fact that all three reports show prices have stabilizing is very encouraging sign of the housing market. So if you put off your plans to move because you're worried about home prices falling, well, the data shows that the worst is already behind us and prices are actually starting to rise. So if you have any questions or need any additional information, always feel free to reach out. Take care.